trying something new for breakfast this morning. I just found this at Mariano's, and it's Oikos Pro 20 grams of protein. It's 140 calories. I'll have to scan and see how many points. I'll have the points. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't, it's not too sweet. Let's get a taste. Ooh, that's good. So I have a little bit of chia pudding left. If you haven't tried chia pudding, give it a try. There's a couple of secrets though, is that it's 3 tablespoons of chia seeds to 1 cup of milk, whatever it is. I usually use unsweetened almond milk or unsweetened cashew milk. But once you mix it up, after like 30 minutes or an hour, mix it up again, because if you don't do that, all the seeds like to clump in the bottom, and now you can see I've got perfect distribution here, and it's gonna pour really well. So I'm gonna put the chia pudding in the bottom of my parfait jar. And some mornings I don't even breakfast till like 11:30. So I've gotten out of the habit of getting out of the, the habit of eating breakfast at 9, lunch at 1, dinner at 6. So I'm trying to listen to my hunger cues, and that seems to be helping for me. So that's like a half a cup of chia pudding. So that's on the bottom right there. And then we're just gonna scoop our yogurt on top. I'm surprised at how good this is. It almost has a little bit of tang, like a Greek yogurt. It's not a Greek yogurt though, although it says Oikos. But that vanilla flavor is just enough. And then I'm gonna slice up a couple strawberries. I've showed this before, but to hull a strawberry, if you just take a straw and push it through the bottom, through the top, then this comes right off. And now you have like hardly any waste at all. So I'll just dice that up. And sometimes I just guesstimate the points of the food I'm making and then figure it out later. This might be 6 points. But I'll have it on the screen by the time Hannah edits this. How good does that look? So I make a lot of sourdough bread, and the question I get asked all the time is, how do you count the points for it? And it's as simple as just weighing the dough. I'm laminating it. See how this bubbles? I laminate the dough. Sorry, I just weigh out my slices. So typically a slice is anywhere between 4 and 5 points a slice, but I'll just make a turkey sandwich with it, use lower or 0 point foods to make it doable. But it's completely worth it to me to have good sourdough bread. And word on the street is that it does have a lower glycemic index than regular bread. And actually this loaf is for Hannah, and Jacob. I make them at least 1 loaf a week, if not 2. And that's the best part about it, is that it's more about the process that I love, and just, it's like adult Play-Doh. So this is gonna go in a 500-degree oven for 20 minutes with the lid on, and then 20 minutes with the lid off. Hannah just got in the house and I said, guess what's on the counter? Yay, it's her sourdough bread. And it looks amazing. If I do say so myself.
It does.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
It's lunch break. I have barely any food in my house, but I did have these. I found these at Aldi, and they're in the refrigerated section. A cup of it is only 250 calories. I'll have to figure out the points. That'll be in the description below. And then I just had a cup of spinach that I wilted down with a little bit of pasta sauce and then a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. And this is gonna be delicious. Can I get that in my mouth? It's good. Yes, I'm making more sourdough. I gave that loaf to Hannah, and I just fed my starter this morning and it is all jiggly. So there's so many different ways you can make sourdough. If you go down the rabbit hole of YouTube, Reddit, anything like that, everyone's got their opinion on how it needs to be. But I follow Sourdough Enzo. I'll leave a link down below to the recipe that I use. The only thing I do different is I only used unbleached all-purpose flour, because some recipes call for einkorn flour, light rye, whole wheat with a combination, and I would never use those flours for anything else, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I've made this so many times I don't even need to look it up. So it starts with 720 grams of water. I need a little bit more. And then we need 20 grams of salt. There we go. And my favorite part. So I no longer discard my sourdough starter. I saw a YouTube video, I don't even remember which one it was, and he was like, why are you discarding it? So I don't. So whatever, it doesn't matter how much starter is left in here. I don't care if it's 25 grams, 100 grams. To get this going enough to make 2 loaves of bread, I add 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of water, and that's it. And this only took about 4 or 5 hours to get here. And then it's 200 grams of this starter. So basically what we did is we made our own yeast. And when it floats on top of the water, you know that it is viable. And since this is enough for 2 loaves, there you go. I'm just going to, look at how good that is. Like, I can't. I could do one of 2 things. I can leave this on the counter and let it continue to rise, but because this is gonna make 2 loaves of bread, that's enough for me for the next couple days. I'm just gonna put a lid on this, the airtight lid, and stick it in the fridge. And then when I'm ready to bake bread again, I'll just refeed it. And then it's 1,000 ounces of bread. And I buy the unbleached flour at Costco, and you get 2 10-pound bags for like $11.99. It's the cheapest place that I found it. There we go. And let me see if I've got my... It's just out of the dishwasher. So now, somebody gifted this to me in 2020 when I started my sourdough journey, and I don't remember who it was, but it's super sturdy, and it doesn't take very long for this to come together. And then I will do 4 sets of stretch and folds, which means every 30 minutes I just fold it around, and then I'll let it rise till I go to bed. So it is 5:30 now. By the time I go to bed at 11, I'll just put a plastic wrap over the top, stick it in the fridge, let it bulk ferment overnight, and then tomorrow I'm able to make my bread. And I'll leave a link, Hannah, if we can do this, to my Instagram reel where I made a tie-dye sourdough, because it turned out really, really good. And then at the very end, I just get my hands in here, because I want to make sure that all that flour in the bottom is incorporated. And this is like legit, like the hands-on time to make sourdough bread is only about 10 minutes. And I know the process seems complicated, but once you do it a few times, much like anything, it's like you need to get a feel for what it is, figure out how the dough works for you. And that's it. And now tomorrow we'll have 2 more loaves of bread. I'm so excited. Right now I am defrosting some shrimp. We're making fried chicken shrimp, but with shrimp. Fried chicken, fried shrimp. This camera angle is not the best, but we're gonna work with it. All right, so here's how I'm making my fried chicken shrimp. So in here, I'm gonna have all the details down below. It's just seasoned an egg. This is 1/3 cup of flour. And then I have, let me weigh how much shrimp I have. I have 7 pieces of shrimp. 124 grams. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in here, one at a time. And this is just seasoned flour. I'm gonna set it on my board. We're gonna do this twice because I want like that extra crispy. And this is gonna go in the air fryer, but I'm gonna put this in the freezer for 10 minutes while I preheat the air fryer. And that's gonna ensure that the breading stays on and doesn't fall off. My late husband used to love powdered shrimp, but in that recipe, it's on my website, but that's deep fried. So I've decided to make this an air fried version, and I also added cayenne pepper to this, and my late husband could not handle spicy. So now we're just gonna go back in, flip it again, toss it back in. And so basically, you're just looking for a completely coated shrimp. And you want that scraggly stuff because that's gonna just be extra crunchies. And then we'll put it in the freezer and then get it in the air fryer. All right, so these have been in the freezer for just 10 minutes. So I'm gonna spray them with avocado oil spray on this side. And that's the brand that I use, the Chosen brand. Put it sprayed side down and then spray the other top. And these are gonna probably cook in like 4 to 5 minutes, we'll see. And then on the side, I'm just doing these fries for 5 points. So my dinner is gonna be 9 points. And I've got my air fryer preheated at 400 for 10 minutes. And we'll check them in about 5 minutes. I already started the fries in here 5 minutes before, because those take 15 minutes. And then so this is my fried chicken shrimp and fries. I think I just mentioned I used this brand of French fries, so that serving is 5 points. The shrimp by itself though is only 4 Weight Watcher points. So if you were at the end of your day didn't have a lot of points left, you could make this and with some fresh vegetables and totally still make you the points for your day. This might be hot. Hopefully that's in focus. Oh my gosh. That is delicious. It's crunchy. It's got a ton of flavor in here. I put a little bit of cayenne pepper on here. This is just fat-free ranch. It's a keeper. So I'm only 22 points for the day. So I still have 6 points left for today. I'm thinking I might do like a cake in a mug later on. So we'll see if that works out. But I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. I typically don't eat sweet things. It's like I'm more of a salty person than a sweet person, but every once in a while I have a Jones for something. So I have this in my pantry. It's just the 0 sugar moist devil's food. I bet it's even expired. Is it expired? Because I'm known to do that. It expired March 2nd of this year, but it's okay. We made it work anyway. So what I did is I took 1 serving of this. So this whole cake mix, 1 serving is 1/12 of the package. So I took 38 grams of this, 2 tablespoons of egg whites, a tablespoon of water, and then a tablespoon of chosen foods. And this ends up being 4 points. And it's just like a mug cake. I just put it in a coffee mug and microwaved it for 1 minute. I'll have all the details down below. Sorry. Let me get in there. And then just a 1/4 teaspoon of powdered sugar is 0 points. It's really good. I mean, is it the best cake I've ever had in my whole entire life? No. But if you're looking for something that's just a sweet treat and it could be ready in a minute, this is it. So that's basically my day. I ended my day with 26 points. I might have to adjust that because I can't remember if I put my coffee creamer in the app or not, so I'll have to double check that. But I'll have the screenshot of my day at the end of the day. So hopefully this gives you an idea. As you can tell, I don't eat a lot of vegetables, and that's okay. I'm still able to lose weight without eating a whole lot of vegetables. So if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when the next one's up. So I'll see you next time. It's really good.